day 7 in Japan, and I've made my way to the city of Nara, which is a very popular destination due to it being an old capital of Japan. It may have been the first permanent capital. Most people around the Osaka and Kyoto regions come here for a day trip, but I've decided on spending 2 nights here instead. Seems to be some sort of market right outside the station. Now the accommodation I'll be staying at, I think is super cool, is the Nara Visitor Center and Inn, which is essentially in Nara Park, which is the main attraction here. And I have sent emails requesting for a good view and have been confirmed, so it better be an awesome room. Definitely has the feel of visitor center, but unfortunately check-in's at 3 o'clock, so I have to come back in half an hour. The first impressions of Nara are once again different from Kyoto and Osaka. It mainly seems like a regular old town, not big enough to be a city, but a town with one really well-developed shopping route going to the park, which seems to be its main attraction. Not saying it's necessarily a bad thing, but it is a quite compact area, so in terms of a lot of sites being in a small compact area, it does make the whole travel efficient, and that might be why people come here for day trips. We'll start with this 5-storied pagoda, which is apparently the second tallest in Japan, and make ourselves into the park. The park itself seems to be pretty massive, and not surprisingly there's a huge throng of people. Doesn't help that it's Sunday, but on another note, there's a deer. The first deer, but I don't know if it's alive. It doesn't look alive. Wait, no, it's moving. It's moving, it's alive. It's alive. Okay. Ooh, so we saw a deer, which is one of the highlighting features of Nara Park. Apparently they just roam and people feed them, and I don't know, they're probably used to humans by now. I'm not sure how this park came to be. There seems to be like temples and shrines and structures, and I don't know, maybe at some point someone decided let's just make this a park. But that seems like a modern concept. Anyway, deer. Just randomly strolling around. There's apparently 1,200 of them. But it also doesn't quite feel like what I expected. With all these people and random stalls and a fast yellow car, it feels closer to like a festival or like a multicultural market. Although multicultural will be only in Australia, but it doesn't really seem like a park or a historical or cultural place. Walking around here, I can't help but wonder, why are people here? Why are there so many people here? Particularly Japanese people. Is this really such a great place? Or are people here because it's so accessible? Or it's novel? Or because of great marketing? I don't know. What you doing? Chilling. I know it's noisy, isn't it? I know, so many people just want your home back. Okay, I think this might be one of the cooler signs. The deer are wild, so they might bite. They may kick, butt, or knock down. Knocked down by a deer. And things are looking a little bit better as we walk further and further away from the crowd. Also makes me wonder, so how did the deer get here? If they're local to this area of the forest, then what happened to all the other animals, like the predators? There must have been something that hunted the deer, so did they all get killed? And just the deer were left behind because they were thought to be cute? Okay, there does seem to be some sort of thing here, but wow. Okay. Or something to suggest that the deer were more than just cute token things, but apparently they were messengers of the gods. A bit dramatic, don't you think? Ooh. This is a cool tree. Now this place is in the mountains, so I have to wonder, it's a fairly big complex. So would it have been some sort of like a temple complex? Some sort of village? So they're selling those little prayer things here as well. One thing to note is the people who work here, they're dressed in a different style of traditional clothing. I wonder if that's like a Nara style, as you can see the white and the red. Having come in this far, I think overall it's a pretty decent area. But if there was about 97% less people, it would be pretty awesome. Pretty cool place to visit in that case. Alright, back at the visitor center, let's check in. See what the room's like. It's looking pretty decent at the moment, nice and clean. Number 203. Alright, ooh. There is a nice view. Alright, ooh. Wait, I get two. Yeah, 2 beds, whatever. And a little couch, and my request got fulfilled. Look at this view. This is a great view. Now this makes it all worth it. And the toilet. Not too bad. My first touristy style purchase, apparently this is called cream daifuku, and it comes in various flavors. There's cheese cream, matcha cream, custard cream, and choc cream. Looking pretty good, though it doesn't really leave much to save for later because you have to open up the package. It's so soft, it's so squishy and chewy. I want to have this one. Second day in Nara, and once again I need to show off this amazing view from my room. Oh, the fact that you can see the pagoda from here, and the park. And since it's a Monday, there seems to be less people out as well. Now this is more like it. Must have been a weekend thing before. You know what's really cool? These people over here, they're actually all artists, and they're painting. They're actually pretty skilled. Like that lady's painting looks really cool. This is one of the famous mochi / rice cake making places in Nara. The crowd's too big to get a closer look. Yeah, so my advice for Nara would be to definitely not come during the weekend. But otherwise, it's quite nice. After sunset, the lights turn on in the park, which gives it a completely different feel. I like it a lot. The visitor center has a laundromat downstairs as well. Just wondering, if you put coloreds in here with whites, would that mess things up? And here's a cool little brochure. You can do a lot of Japanese cultural events type things. And oh my god, I think I know that person. Where do I know them from? Where do I know them from? And another cool thing is, the inn has like a public bathroom, the Japanese style public bath as well. Alright, so this is the public bath present at the visitor center that I was mentioning earlier. Oh, it's not open because there's no other people. I'm pretty sure there's no other people. Whoa. This is cool. You get like the Japanese style public bath. Essentially like a spa. Huh. So these places you actually sit down on these little stools and then yeah, you kind of shower and clean yourself while sitting down. It actually makes sense if you try it. Standing up is kind of awkward.